Deinosuchus, currently the only semi-aquatic apex dino. Nothing can challenge it besides another Deinosuchus. Growing one, however, is a challenge of itself. Food is scarce and you are a meal to many other carnivore dinos, including other Deinosuchus. While I partake on this journey, I will set two goals for me. Number 1, make it to adult, and number 2, obtain 3 kills. And so, let's start from the beginning. I started my journey in a swamp-like environment. The first thing I wanted to do was explore the area since the environment looked amazing. But right away, I noticed a frog swimming nearby. Seeing how delicious it looked, I quickly snatched it and made quick with it. Now, I don't know how fast a Deinosuchus food train is, but one thing I do know for sure is that every meal is precious, and I couldn't just let it get away. So, I was on a mission to eat whatever I could, since I wanted to grow very quickly and experience what it's like to ambush a dino on land and drown them. I also learned that there is a map that I can access to show me where I am, so I used the map to help guide me around the area. Although the swamp environment looked gorgeous, it was hard to find food. There weren't many fish around, so I decided to explore the ocean, knowing that it was nearby. I made my way to the ocean and realized that the ocean was even worse than the swamp. It was completely empty with no life. Also, my thirst was draining up quite a bit. Since I was already in the ocean, I decided to swim near the coast in hopes that I could find food. Any AI animal would do. Then I came across a dam and something popped up when I was smelling for food. I immediately went to it only to find out it was a dead Deinosuchus. It must have died to starvation, but lucky for me, I came in just in time before the body would disappear. So I had no choice but to eat it up and fill up my hunger. Otherwise, the dead Deinosuchus death would have been for nothing. Apparently, I learned that there's mutation, which in my interpretation are additional stats boosts and passive abilities that activates when conditions are met. I also learned that there are secret mutations, and they only appeared if certain conditions are met as well. And for the Deinosuchus, it was the saltwater mutation, which allowed me to drink salt water and fresh water. All I had to do was drink salt water, then go back to drink fresh water, then back again to salt water, and back again to fresh water. The good thing about this was that the dam was separating the salt water and the fresh water. Therefore, what I needed to do was swim back and forth, and with little effort, I unlocked the saltwater mutation. Now, I am officially a saltwater Deinosuchus. After unlocking the saltwater mutation, I tested it out to make sure I could drink salt water, which I could. Then I made my way back to fresh water to see if I could drink it, which I could as well. Then something started smelling delicious nearby, and it smelled like an S-tier food. I went straight to it only to find out it was another dead Deinosuchus, which probably died to starvation. The second Deinosuchus that I have come across and died to starvation. I was getting low on hunger too, so I did the honor of eating it, so the dead Deinosuchus death would not have been in vain. I wasn't big enough to carry it on land to eat, so I had to swim around taking small pieces from it to eat. Then all of a sudden, I was able to carry it. I took the corpse on land to eat, since eating it on land was much faster than picking up small pieces of meat. I stayed with the corpse and ate it until the corpse was gone. I knew I couldn't stay here long since there was not much food around the area, so I had to relocate. But since I did not know the map or where there would be a lot of traffic, I decided to head to the only location I knew in this map. It was South Plains. I looked at the map and saw how far it is from where I am, but it was a journey that I had to make, otherwise I would die here due to starvation, and so onwards I went. The easiest path that I could think of was to go through the ocean. Since I am now able to drink salt water, it shouldn't be a problem for me. All I needed to do was grab a snack along the way to ensure my hunger was in good standing. As I travel along the coast, I have to admit, this map is gorgeous. I found some turtles on land, and I knew Deinosuchus should be able to eat turtles, like eating chips. Luckily, I found more than one turtle, so I was able to keep my hunger in good standing as I made my way to South Plains. Looking at the map, I noticed a pond between South Plains and the ocean, so I figured I could walk my way there to replenish my hunger and thirst before making my way to South Plains. That way, it will give me a good start. Since I'm not adult, I don't know what will be waiting for me there. I finally made it to the coast near the pond, and my land journey now begins. Halfway through the land, it started thunderstorming. And not only that, but my water was halfway done. After successfully making it to the pond, that little trip made me second think my journey. Would I make it to the South Plains, considering how far it is when looking at the map? Well, it was too dark to travel, and I didn't want to risk falling off a cliff and dying, so I decided to camp here for the night until morning. Morning has come. Before I go, I needed to replenish my food, so I ate whatever was available in this little pond. Now it is time for my great journey to the South Plains. So onwards I went.
Hey, yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Yeah, I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me, brush it off, pick myself
I
up.
successfully made it, but with the cost of me losing all my thirst. Thankfully, I am a saltwater Deinosuchus. If I wasn't, I would have been forced to climb up the hill to get fresh water. But because I have saltwater mutation, it allowed me to replenish all my water and my stamina before making a risky climb to the freshwater river. I noticed a pteranodon flying around an AI critter. I decided to watch it and wait for an opportunity to ambush it. The thing I learned when eating and drinking is that the direction that you are facing matters a lot. When you eat or drink, your point of view becomes limited, so you won't be able to see what's coming from behind you, which allowed me to secure my first kill. Now it is time I make the trip uphill to the freshwater river. When I got closer to the river, I saw a Sarah drinking water. But since I was reckless and used too much of my stamina, I had to only rely on whatever stamina I had left. Unfortunately, another Sarah appeared and the element of surprise was gone. So I used whatever remaining stamina I had left to dash into the water to be safe. I used the river to regain my stamina and replenish my water before making my way higher uphill to the next river.
Hello there.
I thought I was big. I was tiny compared to this guy.
Yo,
Hi.
sup?
Can we be friends?
We can indeed.
Luckily, we became friends, and he showed me how to be a true Deinosuchus. One dead body became two dead bodies. A Sarah started swimming across the river. The impact of the Deinosuchus lunge was so strong that the Sarah started drowning above water, something I have never seen before.
Oh!
Please, please, no, no, please, please, please don't, no, no, help, help.
and 2 dead bodies became 3 dead bodies, and 3 dead bodies became 4 dead bodies. And then the river turned red, and slowly all the blood that was in the river got washed away. Now, this is a good spot for me to grow, since I now have access to food, water, and a friend. I stayed in these rivers day and night to master the art of being a Deinosuchus. More Deinosuchus came to the river and all was good until a canny showed up. I was informed that a canny are dinos that focus on killing and eating their own species. Well, this Deinosuchus was pretending to ask for help, and when one of the Deinosuchus came to help it, it attacked the Deinosuchus, forcing that Deinosuchus to flee. Now there is nothing wrong with a Deinosuchus eating another Deinosuchus, since they are in Deinosuchus menu list. So we had no choice but to engage it to ensure our safety as well. And the fight for our lives began. After successfully eliminating the threat, its body provided us with lots of food. Then a pack of Sarahs showed up and the fight was on. Due to me being inexperienced, I lost the fight and went back into the water to replenish my stamina. After replenishing my stamina, I went back up to engage the Sarah, and I was successful on my first grab, but I instantly dropped the Sarah. I had no idea that I needed to hold the grab, so I took another L.
Oh, wait. I have to hold it.
Got to hold right click all the way through.
Ah.
Yeah.
I lost it. Damn.
The next day, I was patrolling the river and smelled some food nearby. I made my way to the food only to be greeted by a pack of Sarah. I was able to grab one Sarah and I held on my grab, but for some reason the Sarah slipped out, but I was determined to get a kill, so I stayed in the fight. Another Deinosuchus pulled up and the Sarah fled away. So I went back into the water to replenish my stamina and heal. The next day, I was watching this Myosaurus by the river. I was waiting for an opportunity to ambush it, and the opportunity came. Successfully grabbing it and taking it underwater, I watched it slowly drown. It somehow slipped out and I lost it. One failed after another. This was my third failed attempt at drowning a dino. I told myself, no more. I saw a baby Sarah drinking by the water, and the only way I can get better at grabbing dinos and drowning them is to practice on every chance I get. So I went for the baby Sarah. The next a carno. Then finally, a Maiasaurus. After learning the grab technique, I made my way up the river only to be informed that my teammates are going to start their nesting process, and we were going to have baby Deinosuchus joining us. So we all came together to watch the process and welcome the new baby Deinosuchus. As we witness new life emerging, we learn that sometimes it's not all about fighting, but enjoying the moments you have with friends that you've met along the way and the memories you gain alongside them. This was truly a wonderful experience, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thank you for watching until the end. Hit that like button and subscribe, and click that bell notification to see more dino videos. Thank you again, and take care everybody.